Mike, turn your games down.
Hi, we're your comic episode of Games My Mom Found. I am Mike Albertin, and who's go with me tonight?
I am Joe Butler, and I am the unconfirmed Green Ranger.
And I am a native from the planet Breel in Kuma.
So we are continuing our Go Power Rangers. This will be Volume 4. If you're wondering, where was Volume 3? It was part of Shattered Grid. It just got included with that giant part, and then this is one of two standalones before then we jump into Necessary Evil, which is a lot of books. So, that's coming eventually. You will hear us talk about the other Go at some point after Spooktober, and then you'll also hear Necessary Evil at some point. So, this is issues of Go 13, 14, 15, 16. So just 4 issues we're talking about tonight. What did you guys think of the cover for issue 13? It really doesn't do anything for the comic. It's just a cool cover, but I wanted your opinion.
I like it.
Okay.
Well, I'm reading the deluxe version, compiled version, so I'm not too sure.
Oh, you don't see the cover?
Thing. I
It's,
kind of do. Like what I see is Rita and like the Megazord and
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's the
okay.
cover.
I see it, but it's all in a red shade.
Oh, okay.
Weird.
Probably one of the variants or something. I like this cover.
Well, all covers in these books are pretty much like that.
Oh, okay. I just come to really appreciate Rita in these comics. Where Rita's a fucking annoying character in the show, in this comic, it actually makes her a badass, and I'm still surprised how I feel about it.
They write her really well throughout the series. They give her a lot of respect, a lot of love, and that's the cool thing is that almost no enemies from the show that are in this series are treated like 100% comic relief. Like they might have a moment here and there, but otherwise they take them very seriously. I mean, wait till you see later on what they actually do with Rita and what kind of threat she becomes. She's already a really bad threat. Just wait till you see Lord Zed too. Like just the writing for him is amazing. You're gonna love all of it.
No, I'm excited to see where it goes.
Yeah, I'm also excited to see why Lord Zed has no skin.
They do cover that, yeah.
Sweet.
In greater detail than you guys could ever imagine.
Oh, but it's so hard to get people interested in Power Rangers. Oh God.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, when it comes to getting their target audience as far as 8-year-olds into this kind of, or even younger into these kind of storylines, maybe. But when you get these fans like us into it, man, it's everything.
I mean, maybe
that's the issue. Maybe just not expanding or deepening the lore for everybody other than what we've seen in the comics, and that kind of hurts it.
I mean, yeah. But also this was, made by people that love the source material, so there's a different effect versus, some of the bullshit you got in the show.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at it. I have questions. So this issue starts out with, it says 6 years before Arrival Day, and it has them playing dodgeball. Who is the kid that gets hit first? I'm assuming that kid is supposed to be someone we know.
Just random kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just nobody's.
Oh, okay. And then the kid because Zach is beating everybody, the kid that takes out Zach, is that supposed to be Matt?
It is.
Okay.
You can tell by his signature orange attire.
That's going to play a part later, isn't it?
No.
What part?
The fact that he wears orange a lot.
Actually, it doesn't, but that's how they connect his older teenage character to the young kid.
Okay. I never looked up anything because you told me don't.
And you shouldn't.
Yeah.
I try not to. So I try to be pretty good about not touching any of these books ahead of time.
And is that going to be I know they kind of got away from it during the big whole, obviously because it was a big arc. Are we going to go back to the whole this is before Arrival Day and this is after Arrival Day?
I think once they, what do you mean? The storyline catches up or just
No, that's the whole point, is that they're focusing that everything's happening. The main plot point is Arrival Day, which is when Rita showed up on Earth, obviously.
Yes.
Oh, sure, yeah.
But also Go ends up leading up to where the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers run started.
Yeah, so this is all the past. So I mean, obviously, as you could tell, as we get further into this arc where Rita went to that planet and the origins of the Green Ranger and all that kind of stuff. I mean, yeah, it's all a prequel to what the main timeline of the comics.
And the last 2 volumes of Go are Necessary Evil stuff, and then that I don't know anything else. I just know that has Necessary Evil on the the top part, I like Shattered Grid. They're somehow connected, and then Go and Mighty Morphin both end at the end of Necessary Evil, and then it kicks off into Mighty Morphin and then another series called Power Rangers. That's what we're heading to soon. Like 4 recordings, or more than that, but 4 episodes. Okay, I was just curious. I thought it was Matt, and I did appreciate that the next panel, when it cuts back to the future, or 6 weeks after Arrival Day, and they're fighting the piggy.
The
I like the
pig.
piggy.
Pudgy Pig. My favorite.
He's in that RPG book, but he's higher threat level, I think, than I was willing to give you as a suggestion.
Which is kind of crazy that he's that high a level.
I don't remember what it was, but it was higher than 6. That's all I remember. I mean, he eats their weapons. I mean, that's what he does in the show, in the comic. Like, they get their weapons back and they make a complaint that they're all sticky or gooey or something before they murder him with the fucking power blaster.
I think that was the first episode, the
Is
first
Pudgy
monster
Pig?
they fight. I think it is.
I can't.
Oh yeah, they also use the power blaster. I don't think we've actually ever seen them use it in the comic.
They use it a couple times in this arc.
They do, yeah, in this,
Yes,
but
I
like you remember a good point. I can't remember. Well, to be fair, it's a year ago. At the time of recording this, not the time of hearing this, we released the first Power Ranger comic episode. So it's been a bit. So my memory is not good.
I guess I was wrong on the Pudgy Pig thing. It says it's the 6th episode of the first season.
To be fair, they all kind of meshed together, I guess, at that point.
They also those things were never played in or played and released in a good order. I always remember people complaining I think there's a weird TMNT VHS where none of the episodes are in any specific order whatsoever.
Believe that. It says here in the comics 6 weeks after Arrival Day, and it's the 6th episode. Probably a correlation there.
Probably.
Yeah, I bet that is.
Yeah, because the idea, I always had it, because they do kind of bring it up in canon a little bit, but the way I always see it is Power Rangers don't do this every day. It's always one day out of the week, especially because usually the episodes take place over 2 or 3 days anyways. But they're not fighting these fucking things every fucking day. They're fighting them at least once a week.
Yeah, I can see that. Unlike our RPG, where you guys are literally fighting every day.
We're also in the apocalypse though, so that's fine.
Yeah, it makes more sense.
And it is an RPG that we're controlling, so there's that too. So, and then after it shows them fighting that monster, they kill it. Obviously, you get stuff with Rita where she has some potion. I didn't really understand what that potion was for, and I read this twice. That she says is the key. I guess that was to open the portal to the other dimension that she goes to. I'm assuming.
I'm trying to find what you're talking about here.
She's holding some little potion, and she tells Babu with the key, or someone, whoever the blue guy is. I don't remember his name.
Squat. That's a Squat. Yep. She says it's a key. My little indigo imbecile.
He is an imbecile.
He is very dumb.
Baboon is not. Is that the guy's name? The other ugly guy?
It's Baboon with no N.
Babu.
Oh, okay. I know we've had this conversation before.
We will again. It's fine.
You know me so well, Rich. You are right. We will have a conversation again. But after that, it has some good character moments for the Power Rangers, like the one with Trini, where I never cared about Trini, and this comic made me care about her in general. Not this issue, but I mean this run.
Mm-hmm.
I like how
you will more and more too. There's a lot of foreshadowing here in this kind of stuff, but that has a very long-term payoff.
Okay, good.
With her, I mean, she's pay attention to her. I mean, pretty much everybody, but she definitely plays some big roles in this comic.
I like how she's like, I need to find a yellow sweater, not the yellow sweater you're holding. I mean, it's one I also like how it's kind of making fun of the fact that they all wear their same color.
Yeah.
I mean, is that? I don't know. I wore a lot of graphic tees. I feel like when I was younger.
Yeah, I suppose.
I still do, for the record, but
so do I.
I've never been like, oh, that's. I mean, I do have certain colors I think look better on me, and I do like the color blue, but I've always switched up colors and shirts and stuff. So I don't know. That's just something I thought about. But again, this is a comic book based on a children's show
In 2000.
So, yes.
But takes place in 2000.
Made by a cheap bastard.
Yeah.
And then I like, hey, did you notice what car Billy gets? Because it has a little scene where Billy gets a car from his dad.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Beetle. Remember what happens in the show with a Beetle?
It's the Beetle.
He decks it out.
Rad bug.
Yes, I'm assuming that's coming because there's a comment Zach makes to him about, hey, we have some cool shit here. We could do something to that car you got. And I'm like, oh no, something's coming.
I honestly don't remember if they have it in the comic, but even if they don't, that's still shadowing for the episode where he does do something to it.
Okay. I was just curious because I caught that. I'm like, that. I mean, it's either it's a hint to, make fun of the show or, throwback, or it's more than that. But I just like the stuff.
We see them fucking flying around in that thing fucking later in the second Mighty Morphin. So they do.
They were?
Yeah. Yeah, because their teleportation doesn't work for like a little bit whenever they're fucking fighting Drakkon.
Oh, I have no memory of this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they fly around in that thing in the show.
Yeah, they have to
Yeah,
fly
but
around in the show.
I think he means this in the comic because there's no Draken in the show. So maybe I don't know. But I also can tell you I'm not going to pick up the old comics and read them. So I will never know. And you do have a small scene of Jason giving his dad medication to kind of remind you of what
Do we establish that?
happened in pre. It was established
Yeah.
somewhere in Go-Go that.
Yeah,
his
I
dad
know it's
is
established
suffering cancer.
somewhere. That's why I was like, fuck, was it in Go-Go or was it in Mighty Morphin? So I wasn't 100% sure.
Only Go-Go because Mighty Morphin actually did not say anything about them. We actually don't even know still what happened to the Rangers after the end of Shattered Grid because we read we're beyond the grid, so we have no idea what the hell happened to him after Draken, and we won't know for a bit still.
Yeah, they really dragged that gap out. So you'll see. Well, all this stuff's kind of leading to a head. So it's all really, really big build up.
It's okay.
And there's just some good. I just love all the moments with them being teenagers, and like you have stuff here with Matt where Matt's just ignoring them.
Enjoy it while you can, like this kind of teen movie drama stuff. I surprisingly enjoy the shit. Like they did a good job with it, and it gives more character than what we were able to see in the show, which is and it fits the characters for the setting. So it really helped. But enjoy it while you can because once it gets past Go-Go, there's no more of that.
That's fine.
Don't get me wrong, the drama's still there in other ways. It's just that everyday school setting, and the stakes get higher in this comic. So they gotta adjust.
Well, I assume when we get the Necessary Evil that things are going to get intense. And then from there, I mean, the fact that they renumber everything, I'm assuming it's going to get intense right there.
Yeah, as far as I remember, a lot of this does not really slow down much. Like you're going to get a few different fronts in this comic to where stuff's getting very, very real, and these Rangers don't get much of a break, no matter where they are.
Okay. I mean, besides like the high school drama stuff, you have it where they have to go where Rita's attacking, so they in town somewhere because she's essentially trying to open a portal. We find out shortly. But when they go fight Rita in the putty, she ends up making a mega putty. You know, I thought of, don't you, Rich?
Sure did.
The RPG we play.
Your first boss.
Yeah, but I don't think that mega putty had the frickin' Satan star on his chest, pentagram on his chest. I'm pretty sure.
One that we had, no, the pentagram.
I like that. I thought that was a funny touch. They put that on there.
Mm-hmm.
It made me chuckle. I'm surprised this book would have been banned in certain states, probably, in certain schools. Like, oh, we can't have this. It's got the devil. Witchcraft. So that's what I thought. I really like the Mega Putty. And I like how they're like, because then while they're fighting the Mega Putty, Rita opens a portal to another dimension, and then then Trini and Jason get sucked in because the Mega Putty grabs their feet. Kind of funny. Oh, Mega Putty's really cool design, too.
It's an idea where I don't even think the Zoo Rangers even does that either. So I like the idea of them, like whenever they had the sentient one, and then they also have a Mega Putty. I think that's actually a pretty cool concept.
I forgot about that sentient one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I love Power Rangers comics more than I realize.
Oops.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I read like the first 3 pages of Mighty Morphin, and I went, "Fuck, I can't keep reading this." Because if I do, I'm gonna keep reading it. Because in the first 3 pages, you're gonna be like, "Oh, fuck."
Oh yeah.
Someone will be mad at me if I start reading.
Oh, if you read ahead, it's gonna suck. Yeah, just keep it pure because your reactions are gonna be the best.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I that's part of this project is to wait.
Yeah, that's really my bigger issue is just being like, I must save for podcast, but it's so good.
I mean,
Oh, and then you got a whole month to take a break too.
Yeah.
the tone of his voice just changed all of a sudden, Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. You can use a break, and then we'll be back in action. But hey, you got the RPG. We'll still be doing that.
Yep.
We got plenty of time to do that RPG.
There's stuff I got to be so careful in there because I have ideas, and I'm like,
Well, after Necessary Evil, there's a little bit of, and then the next event is the Altarian War, or however you say that word.
yeah, that's a pretty big,
I know.
interesting event.
When I saw
big stuff.
I bought a Mighty Morphin 3D poster, and I was like, what the fuck is this? You're like, it's an Altarian. Don't look that up. Leave it alone.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that now.
You were like, stay away. Don't be nosy.
Yeah, you're gonna appreciate that poster so much more when you get to that point, and there's gonna be some shit revealed during that arc. It's gonna blow your guys' mind.
Next year. Well, I'm going to try to, my goal is for us to get through stuff that I'll record during whenever, and then get it all out. So that's fine. I have a small thing with Babu as being kind of he is a villain, but he's essentially trying to see he's saying how they should like betray Rita because she always fails them. And you have a little that starts here, and then you ends with Trini and Trini and Jason wake up in the other dimension, and they kind of confuse you for a page where you see a Red Ranger laying there, and then before you realize that they switch colors for some reason.
Yep. Did I show you guys the Lightning Collection version I have of that?
Oh shit, there's one of that?
Yeah, I have the figures.
You
That's right.
might have, but I didn't understand what it was all those years ago or whenever the hell you showed it to us.
Yeah, if I did, it was quite some time ago.
But it made me chuckle that like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm glad there were figures. I didn't know if they would have done figures for this because I know you collect every Red Ranger figure you can find, and Jason.
Well, even if it's not a Red Ranger, if it comes from the comics, I tend to buy them anyway. Like I have Ranger Slayer Lightning Collection, and I mean the Tyrannosaurus Century counts as kind of a Red Ranger, but then you got all the TMNT comic versions of them. Like I have all those. Like anything comic related in Power Rangers, I tend to buy it no matter what. Obviously, Drakkon. I have 2 Drakkon versions in Lightning Collection.
Because don't they do like what is version 1 armor and the version 3 armor?
Yep.
Okay. And there was a funny part in this comic that was only funny to me and maybe Joe. So they go to Morph, and then Jason makes a comment, we probably shouldn't be yelling, and you see a bunch of monsters running at them, and all I thought about was our RPG game when we yelled and we shouldn't have, and the guy ran out the door. And
yeah, it has consequences.
Because Morphin is not a quiet thing.
Yeah.
You can't go, Tyrannosaurus! You gotta be, Tyrannosaurus! You know, you want to be quiet.
Gotta put your soul into it.
And then
Red has to hear you.
You should be able to talk in your watch like, Tyrannosaurus! You know, not have to be loud about it. You know, so everyone knows who you are and where you are. The next issue, this covers all. I do like this cover, actually. It's just Trini and Jason on the cover, and the Red Ranger has boobs because, you know, it's a woman. I don't know, it amused me.
Yeah. We're also getting more and more fun backstory because we have the stupid thing of why does Jason know karate? And it's because his mom dropped him off at a fucking karate dojo for the summer because she didn't want to deal with his ass because he was a shithead.
I don't mind this, though.
A lot of iterations now tend to give Jason that backstory of him being like an asshole or a bully, and he's more reformed and you know, saw the light in a way. And I actually like that character development. It's pretty good.
I'm fine with it because it makes sense, him being a leader, that he'd have more of a heavy martial arts background. But also it kind of makes sense towards Jason's character because I think I mentioned it probably like in the first couple of chapters. I think there is a moment probably in the beginning of Go-Go or something where everyone's like, why the fuck is Jason the jock and Zach also a jock hanging out with a cheerleader and the 2 smart kids in class? And it's like, I don't know, that is weird. And they're all genuine friends. And so I think the idea of Jason being like an asshole kid and then being like, well, maybe I should be a better person makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I like that. Makes sense.
I do like some of the stuff with here where you have Jason in the yellow suit is dodging, where Trini in the red suit is just kicking ass and takes out 2 of those monsters. Where he dodged them, so I think so they run in the trees, and I'm assuming fell off the cliff or something. I don't know, a little touch. And then it goes back to the other Rangers that are confused where where their friends went and how they can't track them right away, and they're trying to figure it out. And there's a lot of that back and forth in this. The stuff with Rita, which is all brand new, completely. Like I assume this race of like orcs has never been seen before, correct? By us?
Never.
Yeah.
This is the original to the comics, and never put in any other issue before it. Like they haven't been mentioned in any other issue of the comic either.
Okay. I like it. So like Rita essentially comes to this castle where these warriors are supposed to be working for her or something, but they're not. I don't know.
So she took over the planet over 10,000 years ago.
Okay.
She conquered the planet, and these people have been living there without her. Obviously, Rita was locked up for 10,000 years, and she had, as we'll see later, something stashed away on the planet, and she came back for it. And then this race of humanoids know exactly who she is. Really have been waiting for her, and you see what unfolds after.
Pretty cool shit.
It's just like if Rita took over Earth, like you can imagine how we would be to her if she showed up thousands of years later. It wouldn't be great, I'm sure. But what, Joe? What's going on?
Can I be one of these weird ogre things in the game? Could I pick that instead of being human?
Honestly, you can, because it is a race choice.
Oh shit!
Yeah, if you see Brielle, like that was one of them.
Look what you did.
Yeah, dude, there's so many race options in the game. Like everybody ended up picking humans except Karuna. She's like from Edenoi. She's an Edenite. But yeah, otherwise, more diversity the better.
I have no complaints with my pick in the RPG.
If you're serious about it, we'd have to talk about your origins a little more offline here. But yeah.
He's like, this ain't my real face. Rips off his mask. Mission Impossible style.
Which could also happen. But yeah.
I do like the stuff with Rita where they try to kill her thinking she's an imposter, then she murders people, obviously. Then you have Finster making some of his clay monsters and Babu trying to get him to turn on them. You find out he's testing everybody, we'll get there. And then what do you think about Zach teaching them, because he's taking over for Jason while he's gone?
Well, they don't mention it much. So when they did, it's kind of funny, and the kids are like, "What the fuck? I'm not feeling this."
And there's some cute moments. The Rangers do finally connect with Zordon, the Trini, and Jason, and I just like all the stuff where they're fighting in the different suits, and they make comments about how the hell do you use these weapons? And they're not size are a much different weapon than using a sword,
right?
And they're not like the turtles that are able to pick up each other's weapons and fight just fine. They're learning.
Well, yeah, at least the turtles had a lifetime of training with the damn things and switch off with each other, but Power Rangers don't have that. They've been using these weapons for a matter of weeks, maybe, or whatever the hell it is.
Not very long.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing their best here, and you see what you get.
I think part of it is also supposed to be the fact that, like, when you are a Ranger, you just kind of know how to do certain things, too. Isn't that part of it?
I think the way I read it was that, how there's no real explanation on how to call their Zords, how to use their Zords, unless you're in the movie, but that's a whole other story. But any other usual canon, like, it's like the grid gives them the knowledge they need at the moment. A limited amount, but it gives them something.
Oh, that's cool. Right. And then this is when they find out that they can hear each other's thoughts for some reason, but nobody else can when the other people come. So I don't know why they can.
Yeah, I as I was reading this, there were some things that didn't feel like they made the most sense to me. How like they had the excuse of the color swap, and then like all this was just a over elaborate way to get Trini and Jason alone and just show this love, like this possible love arc going on. It's a lot of work and a lot of writing just to get these two alone kissing when they could have done a much different path. With that said, it's still enjoyable. But they don't really, I think, as you're kind of getting to, they don't really explain a lot why it's happening, how it's happening. I think the only hint they give us, the only like comment they give us is, oh, it's the grid is messed up out here, or because of the portal, the grid is kind of fucky, and you get what you get.
Okay, I was just curious. I like it. I was just curious.
Yeah, it's like interference with the grid or some stuff like that.
Yeah, and then you have a couple stuff with Billy and Kimberly, where Kimberly is jealous that Matt is talking to a new girl and with a new group of friends that look awfully like the same group of friends.
Huh.
I mean, a little bit different, but like, it's 3 guys, 2 girls, plus him. It's like, And one, it looks like obviously a black guy. I'm assuming that's a guy with the hair. Oh, yeah. Good point.
It's going to be the Dark Rangers, Lord Zed's Dark Rangers.
Fucking hate. Oh, God. Wasn't that part of the white light crap we watched?
Was that what? No, he was still, wait.
It was somewhere in there.
I don't think so. Well, maybe it was. Maybe it was, actually.
Or Green No More. It's Green No More.
Green No More. Yeah, Green No More. There you go.
That was some of the bullshit I've ever thought. You're a cheap bastard running a $1 million, TV show, and you're like, no, we're going to buy spandex, and we're not even going to put eye holes in these things. Fuck our actor.
God, that was so bad.
As you're counting all your gold doubloons, in the background. And then Skull ends up asking Kimberly out, and since she's upset, she says yes. Joe, what did you think of this?
I think he's strangling his cat.
Okay. And then it does some more stuff with Rita, and then this issue ends with Rita and the Warrior Queen and a bunch of the other orky creatures. They come up to the Temple of Repulsa.
Mm-hmm.
This was cool. This I didn't. I had no idea where this book was going. No fucking idea.
I love the fact that they covered the origins of the Green Ranger a bit more. Like, it was very informational and kind of exciting to it's just, how did Rita get this coin? Now we get to see how. It's actually in a whole nother planet.
For the other comic coming up. But yes, I do like it. Like, I had no idea where they were going with this. I'm like, all right, this is interesting. But when you do find out, it was like, this is really cool. It added a lot to this.
It really does. And obviously, like you said, next couple issues we'll get to see even more about that origin, and can't wait to talk about that some more.
Same. I look forward to it too. And then it brings you to issue 15, which this is a cool cover. It has Trini and Jason kissing, and then they're in their opposite suits. But
Yeah, if I saw this out in the wild and wasn't keeping up, or I fell behind on the comic and I saw that, and be like, what the fuck am I looking at? What is going on here?
Completely fair.
Don't we already establish they're like mad at each other in the future or some shit over this?
I don't remember.
I'm like 90% sure they fucking hit each other.
I think you're right, but I don't fucking remember.
God damn,
I don't know about hating, but yeah.
I mean, think about it. Most relationships, I mean, especially when you're a teenager, like they are, if you break up, it's not like, oh yeah, cool. I mean, later on, you can be like, yeah, we used to fuck, we're cool, like whatever, but not when you're a teenager.
I suppose so.
I mean, it depends. I mean, some people are completely cool, like, yeah, but I feel like when you're younger, you're like, oh, damn, you're only me your entire life. That type of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, Joe, I have crazy cats over here too, so.
No, the fucking dumbass dog opened the door somehow, and then the dog went, and then the cat went, and then the cat ran out.
Aren't new cats wonderful?
I fucking hate him so fucking much, but I love him so much. He's just laying on my bed right now like an asshole.
He's like, I own you, bitch.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. He says that, but he loves being picked up. Like, I fucking carry around in my arm half the fucking time.
My little black monster that's over there that I call Morpheus, named after Sandman. He likes to be played with, but you can hold him and his little mouth teeth come out. He's a good boy. So all right, back to this issue. So this issue starts off with 3 years before Arrival Day, and you have Trini trying to outrun a plane. Is that supposed to be Matt that she's training with?
It's a random child.
Are we sure he's Matt? It is Matt?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Okay. They were like really good friends with Matt. I mean, like they're really like, here, we're gonna make sure you know that they're fucking assholes to Matt. I'm like, oh, okay.
Not really an asshole if you're just trying to keep your identity a secret. You just can't tell Matt. And I guess it goes more into the idea of they became a very strong clique. And I guess it's like the idea of not being included in like a major like friend event. And it's kind of a thing where it's like, well, you guys keep shitting from me, and you all go out, and then you come back, and you all have your own like personal jokes and funny quips and shit. Of course, I'm gonna go find another group of friends. Fuck you guys.
Well, also he knows.
He knows now.
Yes, but there's an issue. There was a little part in the last Go-Go that we read many years ago where he confronts them and he says, hey, just tell me, because he already had ran into Kimberly from the future and they wouldn't tell him anything. So then he said, I'm done. Fuck you.
I think he knows too. I think like in like the I think the current Mighty Morphin, like he got eaten by like he got taken by Rita and everything, and he has like PTSD, and then we find out that he dies in the future with Drakkon. But since Drakkon doesn't exist anymore, who knows what could happen to him?
Well, that was also a different universe, not this universe. Yeah. So then you start to introduce all the timey-wimey stuff too with that. So
Rich knows, and maybe I know. Who knows? Gasai, you know.
I don't. All right, and then it has some more stuff where Jason and Trini are hiding from the Breel, and they're underneath a cliff. I like this. I don't understand why their masks aren't on, but I guess they're not on, so you know that they're still in the wrong suits.
Probably.
I'm assuming. But little things like this like bother me for no reason. Where I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Comic book? I know you're a comic book, but this doesn't make sense. Comic book?
Yeah,
not a big deal.
But remind you of who's in the suit. I guess that's about it. I mean, other than, the obvious body type difference.
Yeah.
Definitely interesting.
We also have some Trini backstory as well, where we find out that she used to live on a military base because her dad's in the military, which is probably something they should have used for the movie, but I also like this.
The movie was actually pretty good. I look forward to the sequel. It has the Green Ranger. When is that coming out again?
Anyways, can't cry over spilt milk that's been laying there for 10 years. I liked how all of them have like vastly different backstories. Billy obviously is smarter than the rest of the kids, and I think he's poor. And I think he doesn't want to go off to college and leave his dad by himself, right?
So it seems like.
I think so too, because there's comments where like when he gets some swag from Promethea that they want him, he ends up selling it because they just don't have much money. So
wait, he has a mom too, I'm pretty sure, because I remember during Shattered Grid when
he goes missing.
Yeah, they show her.
Yeah,
you're right. He does have a mom.
What the fuck is the Pink Ranger's name?
Kimberly.
Sorry, the weed's really kicking in. Kimberly's parents are divorced, and they're both equally awful fucking people. I think that's my favorite one
Yes.
so far.
That's Kimberly.
Yeah, Kim has my favorite, like, a sad adult backstory because her both are. It'd be one thing if one of her parents were awful, but they both fucking suck, and it's really funny.
And Joe, if you wouldn't have made the weed comment, I was going to say, where's the real Joe and what'd you do with him?
What is it? Zach, I think, has a cool one too, where he's like constantly being like upset. Yeah, he's not upset about being the leader, but he's like he has trauma over not being the leader, which is really interesting. Jason's dad has cancer, which is obviously a thing. Hiding secrets kind of thing.
It goes along with what they're doing and have to.
That's everyone. Yeah.
A big part of this issue is you have Kimberly on her date with Skull, and like he's always like, been interested in her and dreaming about her, and then none of this is what he thought it would be. Well, he realizes he's being used.
That's it.
So she's just trying to use him to cover up the hole. Like she goes to kiss him, and he turns her down. I mean,
also,
I still say just kiss her, but I get it.
No, but also you can go on a date with someone, and I've done that where we go on a date, and I'm like, hey, do you feel anything? And they're like, no, do you? And I'm like, not really. Are we cool being friends? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think I don't know if I've ever done that. Oh, I had a date, but it didn't go anywhere. We didn't become friends. We just never spoke again. But we weren't friends. There was some random woman that worked at a place sort of that I worked, and I was like, hey, let's go on a date because I don't know what else to do with my life. So long time ago. All right, but yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
And then you have Rita and her warrior queen, and then they go in the tomb. They do fight a bunch of putty mummy zombies. I like this. These are cool.
Those are fucking putty zombie or putty mummies, aren't they?
They're putty mummies, yeah. Fucking awesome. And they look like they're stronger than regular putties.
I would assume they are based on the way they talk about them.
And that they're kicking ass. They're killing the Brio.
Can you imagine how old those damn putties are?
Weird.
10,000 years. They were born in darkness.
I don't know when she actually conquered this goddamn planet, but it's been over 10,000 years.
Yeah, there'll be comments about it in next issue. They talk about it a little bit. Oh, so when Rita and the Warrior Queen, they get attacked by a guy. I remember this character, but I can't remember where I remember him from, other than this comic. But I don't remember like who he was exactly. Because there's a ghost of a guy that's chained here. I forget his name.
The Montor?
Yeah, what is he? Was he the guy that took over after Goldar, but then got killed anyway? Or like...
I don't remember how that all went down.
Okay. I can't remember either. I just know that like I when I saw him, I knew who he was, but I couldn't remember how I knew him or where he was at. Like what issue? Oh, he's in Go-Go Power Rangers issue 5. We saw him. So I don't know what else. But yeah, that's where he was first from. But yeah, I don't know anything. There's not a whole lot of information about him. He's only in these 2 issues.
Montor to aid Rita in her invasion, so he was supposed to be her Goldar.
Oh, and then he was like a traitor, and then she kills him pretty much because he was working for Zed, I think is what it was.
Well, Zed is her commanding leader.
Okay.
So this guy was meant to help her conquer planets and galaxies, but I think he was just going to turn on her anyway, or just try to take her spot.
Okay. I look forward to Zed, which I think I know through the grapevine that Zed is a necessary evil. So
I got a spoiler about Zed, and I went me and Richard talked about it without you being here, Mike, because I don't want to spoil you. And I went, holy shit, I need to read Power Rangers. And then you were like, hey, you guys want to read Power Rangers? And I was like, yes.
Richard wanted to do this for a while before we started it, so
fair.
It took a while.
Yeah, Joe knows a few things that he shouldn't fucking know right now, but I told him, I was like, keep that to yourself.
Yeah. We've had some scenes where we laugh about stuff because you mention things and we're like, oh, we can't say that's from the future because then he'll figure it out. But we've had some good times.
We'll get there. I was worried because we do the RPG for those that are listening, which you eventually might see. I haven't decided yet if I'm actually going to record those and publish them, but I've thought about it. And
one day.
I do think about it. We mostly don't say anything that I'm worried about, but I think about it. So then I wasn't sure about the Power Rangers, but fuck it, we're just doing both now again, so it all works out. And you have this is the scene where Trini and Jason kiss because they're standing there. They see Rita's in the pyramid cave, and then you have where Rita then gets to what she was looking for, and you find a dead body with the Dragon Power Coin. And when I read this issue, I went, "Oh, Joe is gonna be excited."
Yeah, you also missed that he's got the fucking dagger too.
Oh, I didn't miss that. I just hadn't said it yet.
Yeah.
I saw it. I was like, "Oh, Joe's gonna like this." Well, you love the Green Ranger, and this is kind of an origin of the Green Ranger to a degree.
It's better than her just pulling the coin out of her ass. but it's not as good as Rita using to be the ex-Green Ranger. I think that's probably the best one.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. I did like that. I wonder what they'll do in the sequel with that, huh?
Yeah, you'll see in part 2 eventually.
Okay.
Yeah. And then part 3, where we get the upgrade, where they all become Zeo Rangers.
I don't know why I'm stabbing myself in my own joke, but I am.
I can't believe we're gonna get like a fucking Transformers fucking esque like series, and they fucking backed out of it last minute. I'm so fucking upset about that. And it's because like
movie doesn't make money immediately. You can't afford to spend more money.
Half of those movies are pretty okay, and the other half are fucking awful. But you know what? At least they exist. Because I guarantee you, I probably would have loved all of them. It's okay.
Yeah.
The Disney Plus reboot got confirmed again, so we're getting Power Rangers hopefully again.
Didn't we already play this game?
Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm like this, because I'm like, we're getting Power Rangers again, and the back of my head is like, you sure about that? I'm like, no. They could.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I could literally see a news article where it's like, the official name has been released. Oh, cool. And then tomorrow I'll wake up and they'll be like, oh, Disney realized they had too much money and they don't want to waste any of it on Power Rangers. And I'll be like, yeah, that makes sense. I'll go have a good day. I won't. I guess I'll go fuck myself.
That could be a good day. So then that brings us to the last issue we're going to talk about. This cover is badass. You have Trini in the red suit, Jason in the yellow suit, and then it shows, and then Billy's in the black suit, Kimberly in the blue, and Zach in the pink, which I was unsure how I feel about this, but it works.
I think
love it.
I think my favorite is the Billy in the black suit.
Yeah, that is cool.
I love
in the comments. Kimberly looks good in blue. I was thinking that one's like, I like this.
They give her a little skirt too.
Yeah. It's cool. And then this issue starts off with over 10,000 years ago. Rita looks badass in this armor. There are not many times you're going to hear me with Rita and badass, but she looks badass.
There's a lot I want to say about that, but I'm going to shut my fucking pie hole.
I know what we're just talking about, and I will also shut the fuck up.
I do not. For the record.
See how that works?
And I like how you see this Green Ranger where it's supposed to be some thief that was supposed to just steal the coin, but then activate it instead.
He wanted to keep it for himself and sell it to the highest bidder, I think.
Yeah, and he thought he could just take out Rita with it, and she just fucked him up in a second. Like, I mean... Also, obviously it's not human. It's some, like, red-skinned creature that...
Also, missed opportunity to call this guy Drakkon.
Yeah, I would have been down for that.
Okay, that would have worked too. And then she makes a comment. She's like, "Don't worry, you'll stay with the coin forever. You get to protect it." And then we find out that what she meant is we're going to chain you to a chair and you're going to die with it. But you'll keep it safe.
And that explains the mummies, even though she didn't know what mummies were.
For me, Albertin was because he was left there to die. That'd be a terrible way to die, just chained to a chair. I mean, you wouldn't last that long, to be honest, but still, it would not be a pleasant 6 days, or however long this creature can live without water will not be pleasant.
Not at all.
I'm sure dying of dehydration is not a fun death. I don't want to find out. No. Then you have some more stuff with Trini and Jason talking to Zordon, like that he's trying to bring the other Rangers there. This is when the Warrior Queen betrays Rita, puts on the helmet, the fucking helmet that she had that made the ghost go away, and then she tries to kill Rita and sends off all her goons to go kill the Rangers. And this is when the other Rangers show up. And I like this because at first you don't realize immediately that they also got changed costumes until they start making comments. Well, it was cool as hell.
The Brielle Queen, I don't think we covered much, but
we have not.
She's very excited. She was excited to be pretty much like a Scorpina or a Goldar and be under Rita and learn from her and get all these tactics, but eventually in a Brielle way, kill her and take her position. Now that Rita kind of went in a different direction and told her, "No, you're staying here. Sorry, bitch." She got super mad and was like, "All right, fuck it. I can't sneak kill you. I'm just going to do it now." So that's kind of how we led up to this.
I feel like she would have won if it weren't for these meddling kids.
It's very possible. Yeah, it's
because she has Rita like on the ropes. Like if she's fighting her, she slashes her across the face, and Rita bleeds black blood. Apparently, I did not know that.
Yeah, it did look black. Yeah, and what I don't understand is how they didn't give her much of a fighting chance at all. Like she didn't retaliate. She didn't even attempt anything. I don't think.
I don't think she had time. I think it's pretty quick. They turn on her.
Rita at this point is like still pretty damn strong. She's conquered many planets. I mean, yeah, she's coming off like a 10,000 year like sleep or whatnot or imprisonment, but pretty damn strong. So I don't know how strong they're trying to make this Brill Queen.
I'm thinking pretty strong because like she tries to block it with the staff. They break. I think the staff gets broken or at least knocked out of her hands. And knocked out of her hands. Maybe it's cut in half. I don't know. But then like she gets slashed. She's on the ground, weaponless. Like I think she would have died had the Rangers not murdered the Queen with the power blaster and then essentially give Rita time to get the staff and teleport out. Because isn't a lot of her power in the staff?
Yeah, I'd say it's connected to the staff a lot. I don't really see her doing much without it.
Okay. Was it a king? She'd be like, you wouldn't take an old woman's walking stick, would you? Is that what she would say?
I think the idea is supposed to be, which if I'm doing my timeline analysis right, and I haven't peaked or spoiled or whatever. I think it's not that they're hyping up the Queen. I think they're pushing Rita to a point is what it's supposed to be. Because technically Rita really because obviously with this, we'll get more into it obviously, but you know, the Rangers defeat them and then they fuck off, whatever.
Yeah.
But the idea is supposed to be is that Rita is starting to get pushed towards a point to where she does have to get the Green Ranger, which technically 2 different timelines ends up being her downfall anyways. So it is interesting to see that this is because she's so weak. This is kind of the reason why she keeps fucking up constantly because she's trying to rush everything.
Okay, I'll go with it. And then you do have a couple, and then after that, Rita teleports. They go back to their command center, and this is where you find out that Baboon was actually like working for Rita and seeing if they were all trustworthy, and then they prove that they were. Which little thing, and then you have them mention the dragon, the power coin that they realize that she has a coin. I think oh wait, no, they don't realize she has a power coin. They just realize she has a power, and it was familiar but different. I don't know. Whatever Rita went there for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't know that the green coin exists or any other coins in general exist. And they know at this point they're the only Power Rangers that are. Well, I mean, besides the Ranger Slayer, I guess, right?
Yeah, I like the idea of this too, which is where we kind of get into them all kind of switching colors. Where D&D is canon because it's not about you yourself, it's about what ranger you are because of what weapons you get, probably. Because like Billy's just whooping their ass as a Black Ranger, and Zach's really excited to not only be pink but also have a bow, and I'm like, that's so cool. I love this so much.
And he's struggling hard with that bow too.
Also, Rita bleeds black blood, which is weird.
Yeah, I don't know if they ever explained that. I mean, they go into her origins in this comic eventually, but there's like some type of explanation for black blood. I don't know.
Oh shit, we lost him.
Yeah, he
Good news is though is that it's still recording.
Mm-hmm.
I say we can't talk spoilers though because it's recording. Anyways, Mike,
yes, who's back?
I think I'm back. Did you guys keep going, or what's the last thing you heard?
I don't.
We kept going a little bit.
Yeah, it's still recording, so we'll be fine. Oh, yes. Rita's blood's black.
Yes. Well, I've been gone that long.
Yeah.
Talk anything about what happened after Rita left?
No, we didn't hear any of that.
Oh, fuck.
What do you mean after she left?
After she teleports away.
I don't remember if you said much after that.
I'll just... So, in case, maybe I'm repeating myself, but I don't know, because I went to the Phantom Zone, apparently, for a bit. My internet decided to crap out. So, in case you hear this a second time when I'm editing. So, Rita teleports away, and then you just have a few... This is where you find out that Baboon was actually trying to test to see if people were loyal or not, and had them all... Because they tell her, oh, the cup's poison, and then she finds out that it was all a test. And she's holding how there's a power. I mean, that felt familiar.
Oh, yeah. You said all that. So you actually, you said all that, and you had an opportunity to correct Babu's name, and you didn't.
No plan to. I say how I speak how I speak, sir. Speak how I speak.
Oh, it's funny.
Are you surprised at this point?
No, absolutely not.
Good, you shouldn't be. So a couple quick questions. You have where Bulk gets, well, that's not a question, but Bulk gets mad at Kimberly because he thinks Kimberly broke Skull's heart when it's actually the opposite because Skull really is being used. And then Trini and Jason kind of talking about what happened there and not to think much about it. And during while they're gone, somebody was sending in their tests and stuff and giving excuses to why Trini and Jason weren't there. And then Billy and Zach start emailing somebody that tells them it was him, but we don't know who him is. And she says, I'm an old friend. And then who the fuck? So it looks like an evil version of Alpha 5, but it's not Alpha 5, correct?
It is not Alpha 5, no.
Do you know who it is, you two?
I don't fucking know who it is. I mean, Rich knows who it is. I don't fucking know who it is.
Okay, I thought maybe it was some other like Power Rangers character that meant something to you and not to me.
Oh, he's an original creation of the comics. I can't really say too much about it.
Okay, that's fine.
When you read more, you're going to get a little bit of a history lesson and some of the origins of, I guess that's as far as I can go. You're going to get a little bit of a history lesson.
Well, I can tell you by looking at the covers for the next 4 issues, he is in the next 4 issues, so which I assume because that's the last of Go-Go before issue 21 jumps into Necessary Evil and goes from there. All right. Anything else you want to say about this 4-issue arc?
I hate where it stops at. These goddamn things always end on like a really good cliffhanger, and I'm like, I can't fucking read more, or it'll be a spoiler. So I'll just sit here, wait, and be mad.
Well, I'm assuming the next 4 issues will wrap up what we saw here and are kind of like one story. That's how I took it. Like one story arc is broken into 2 parts because that's how they sell trades, and that's how we read these. But yes, no, I'm upset too because since I don't know when we're going to be recording this, I don't know how fast I can read it, or if I probably should put it down and not go back to it until we plan the next one. So there's that too.
Who knows? Is Go-Go still next, or do we flip back over to Mighty?
One more Go-Go, which is the second half of this, what we would start here, and then we go to like 20 some issues of Necessary Evil, 2 omnibuses worth of reading, which will not be done in 1 recording. It will be done probably in 4.
Yeah, makes sense.
And it will be 2 episodes, is my plan. So that's what's coming.
I just read your text. I fell out.
I was like, I gotta type quick, like, because my internet looked like it was connected, but it obviously wasn't connected, and I had to put a hotspot on my phone to connect that. My modem comes. Can't wait. Cannot fucking wait. But
check your tracking. Oh wait,
did it give me one? I did get 2 emails right after that. So I got a scam email from FedEx saying your package it's coming, and I had a scam email from UPS saying, "Oh, we couldn't deliver your package. Why don't you go here and type in your information so we can seal it from you?" I said no, but they tried. They tried the hardest. But maybe when you are trying to scam somebody, maybe the email address shouldn't be from Yahoo.com. Like that's a little fishy there. So yeah, let's go to Shelf Stacker Box for this arc. And Rich, why don't you lead us in?
It's not my favorite arc, but there are some moments that are pretty entertaining. It doesn't have to make the most sense as long as it's a good time in this case, and I'd probably end up shelving it. It was a good run. It was nothing too serious. It was a good time, and I mean, who can beat finding out more about the Green Ranger powers and where they come from? So good time for me.
Okay, and Joe.
This is also going on the shelf. I always have a lot of fun with these, and I will never not stop having fun with them. Can't wait to see what's next. That's coming, and it is Go-Go next, right? Or is it Mighty Morphin?
It's Go-Go. 1 more Go-Go.
Okay, so 4 more Go-Go, but
1 more Go-Go recording.
Okay.
4 more issues of Go-Go. All right, I'll go last. I was in the shelf. I enjoyed this. It's 4 short issues, but it was fun. I had a good time with it. I really read more. Oh, yeah, go on the shelf, though. All right, I guess we'll just go to plugs then. So you will hear at some point the other Go-Go volume. I don't know when that will be out. And if you enjoyed this, we have over 800 other episodes of this podcast. You can find everything we do on Podbean. If you want to hear more of our Power Rangers content, you can hear all of it in. Well, they'll be in the show notes here. Check that out. If you want to support the show, we have a Patreon, a little dog vote in our Patreon poll. We have 1 to 2 polls a month. If you want to be a part of the show, join our Discord. It's free. You can lurk. You can suggest things. You can accept offerings, because that's where I take people to join the show. I try to get new voices on all the time when I can. People are interested. Right, and when you shout out my awesome intro and outro, because Helena at Hell Has Fury. Follow her on TikTok and Instagram, and check out A Gamer Looks at 40 with Bill Tucker. And don't forget to check out absolutely the best podcast, A Work in Progress. They cover the MCU, and now they're doing MCU adjacent movies because they are caught up. So I think I'll check out that show too. Please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, audio only, and rate and review wherever you get your podcast. That's everything I need to say. So we will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Sayonara.